All right. And so I've got this ebook. One way that I find myself being able to read it is if I actually record it. Um, and so without further ado, that's what I'm going to do. And I apologize, I have no control over neighborhood kids. I can go out there and be that grumpy guy that yells and says, "Y'all just keep it down out here." And you know what? That's just, we'll embrace it and let it be a part of this. Okay? All right. So always get a yes. The secret for inviting people to your network marketing business and for motivating your team. Edify your expert success, background, and income until you have your own success to tell. Mention the people you are looking for referrals. Be specific. This is where you can infer that your company helps people with certain diseases without getting into trouble. You can say, we're looking for people with arthritis, chronic fatigue, insomnia, or we work with people who have these. Actually, Omnia works with people who want to make money, a passive income consistently for the rest of their lives. That's what crypto trading is about. That's what we have trade bots that do that. So it's pretty awesome. In your 10-minute presentation, the 4 personality types. Give examples of big ideas, big goals, big money, how they can run and control. In this case, Omnia, you can actually do that. You can, we have several people that I work with that make 6 figures, a solid 6 figures, and this company's only a year old. Then there's another guy that has 7 figures. Actually, there's several guys that I'm good friends with, Darren and David Hunt. Cash is a solid 6 figures. He's a healthy 6 figures. He's working towards 7. Um, and yeah, Marty is also a solid 6 figures, working towards 7. So there's big, and they do these trips. They do company meetings all over the world, and that to me is pretty awesome. That's fun, and you get to travel and do these types of things. And this is income. It's cryptocurrency, which Robert Kiyosaki just mentioned that to this day banks are using it now, and so it's going to be here forever and ever. You can say that it's a scam, but when Robert Kiyosaki says something like that, pointing these types of things out, the fact that governments are using it, the fact that it's grown prominent in America, but yet people in America are saying it's a scam. I got to tell you, you can say it's a scam all day long, but the fact is it's not. Now there are people in the cryptocurrency world that do scam, but you know what? There's people that scam with phones. There's people that scam with computers. There's people that scam all kinds of different ways. And so why would this be any different? I mean, there's going to be people that scam with credit cards using fake credit cards. There's people that counterfeit cash money. And so, saying it's a scam is really creating a blind eye for yourself and putting you in a hardship later down the road. This is that opportunity when the Apple stock is like at a few dollars, you still can get involved in this and make a ton of money before it's too late. So anyway, so what I just did was I did the ambiguous, fun, secure, and careful all at once. Now, you give your 10-minute coaching. You can give your perfect 10-minute presentation with individual coaching, and then give us a call. To avoid people guessing in step 1 above, what is it? Is it blank or blank? You can text, what time are you doing? What time are you done with work today? Call me then. I have something to tell you. When they call you, say the step 1 script above. So they may be driving home, so they listen to your 10-minute presentation. This is a way to get people on the phone. If they ask before they get off of work, what is this about? You can say, I can wait until you call me. If you want to make the 4-step method super easy for yourself, ask a friend, I'm learning this new way to invite people to my business. May I practice with you? Then do the 4 steps above. Okay, bonus audio, there's a link here. You will hear the details of the 4-step favor invite on an MLM plus tips for your 10-minute presentation, plus a role play and feedback for the whole process. Now, what about people you just met? Do forward first. That's family, occupation, recreation, or dreams. Then use the favor script above. If you meet a professional, you're a real estate agent, can you do me a huge favor? I'd love to be able to share with you what I do. So if you ever happen to run across the right person, you can refer me, and I can do the same for you. If you're a realtor, can you learn about what each other does? So if we run across the right person, we can refer to each other. You're sharp. I'm recruiting for my company. Are you open to doing something outside of what you do now? Okay. Meditation and follow up as above. What about leads? This is another training to come. Three-way text favor script. Actually, I'm pretty solid on finding leads. It's converting them. It's converting them and knowing what to say to them when I get them. The three-way text favor script. The second script I want to share with you is Jeff Gamble's three-way text favor script. That saves time by introducing your friend John and your upline Tom Jefferson right away. Hi, John. This is Jane. I want to introduce you to my friend of mine, Tom Jefferson. We are working on a project together outside of what I normally do, and guess what? I need a favor. I want to share with you what we do. So, if you run across the right person, could you refer them to me? Right? And something that I've learned, I'm going to just kind of interject this, as you know, if you're talking on the phone, stand up. I'm doing this sitting down because I'm recording it, but stand up, get your body involved, and that helps put emotion into your voice. So let me say this. Hi, Jane, this is John. You know, if I'm standing up, you know, I'm moving. Hey, Jane, this is John. Yeah, hi, John, this is Jane. Or actually, I'm going to do Jane because I'm actually Johnny, right? Hi, Jane, this is Johnny. I want to introduce you to a friend of mine, Tom Jefferson. We are working on a project together outside of what I normally do. And, you know, hey, look, I need to ask a favor. We want to share with you what we do. So if you run across the right person, you could refer them to me, okay? And she says, and this is Tom speaks up and he goes, "Hi, Jane, how are you?" And Jane says, "Hey, what's up?" And then Tom says, "Johnny tells me that you teach um, uh, trout fishing in America. How long have you been doing that?" Oh, wow, that's you know, 7 years. Oh, wow, that's really awesome. Actually, that's pretty cool. Well, we actually wanted to share with you what we are working on. And then, when's a good time to talk by phone? Are you free right now? And then, um, and then Tom calls her. Yeah, and then Tom calls Jane. He goes, "Hi, Jane, this is Tom. Johnny connected with us by text. I just wanted to reach out and say hi and ask you how you know Johnny. And then bridge the gap, gauge how long they've known each other, and helps you know how to proceed. We are working on something across this country. And guess what? I'm in Indiana. Where are you? You're in Zimbabwe, Texas. Wow. What I really want to know, what I want to do really quick is just share with you what we're working on. The main purpose is to try, as we are trying to get the word out and let people know what we are doing and what we are looking for. So if you ever happen to run across the right person, you can refer them to Johnny here. And Johnny is new. He's actually just got started with us, so I wanted to give you a little bit of information, okay? All right. And this is basically what we do. And he goes into the 10-minute presentation. And at the end, he says, so that's what we do. And that's why we do it. We're just trying to get the word out. And so can I ask you a question? Are you able to help us refer? Or do you even have do you have some interest yourself? And Jane says, I think I could refer someone. Fantastic. I'll have Johnny send you over to the website. It shares the details and how to get back in contact with them. I really appreciate you actually listening to what we do and how we do it. You would be referring directly to him. and so he can get the credit for it, okay? And I'll be there to help out. All right. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for taking the time. And Tom hangs up and text uh, text Johnny. You're doing an amazing job. Congratulations. That's your first presentation. Uh, Jane said she would refer, so all you have to do is give her your contact information and say at that any point if you ever run into someone, basically just give them my number and I'll be able to give them the information of what we do. Okay. Now, what's interesting is what's the likelihood? I'm just going to pause here and just say, what's the likelihood of Jane actually doing something with that? Hey, if Jane doesn't hit it in the first few minutes, I mean, really in the first day or two, um, you're not probably going to get anything right away. Now, if what's interesting though, and like in my case, I do cryptocurrency, I do Bitcoin, and so I do Omnia. Omnia Tech is a cryptocurrency company, and so with that, I mean, people do talk about crypto every now and again. So when Jane is in this, conversation with someone and they're talking about Bitcoin and the volatility of the market, like right now, what we're doing, which is great, by the way, because that's where you're going to make some money. The more volatile it is, the more money you actually end up making. Now, it'll stable out. It's going to stable out probably in another few months, and especially after it splits, or not splits, but the mining power splits. When it halves is what that's actually referred to. So when it halves in 2020, the price is going to shoot up and then it's going to stabilize because that's what it always does. And then after a period of when it stabilizes, it'll shoot up again, get too high, and then it'll crash again. And then this is where the money's made. When it does all of that, you can profit off of it. And so what happens is Jane's going to be talking with somebody, and they're going to be talking about it, and she's going to say, hey, you know what? I know somebody who knows a lot about that. Give a call over to so-and-so. He knows what he's doing. He's making money with this. And so when you stop and you think about it and how it affects your particular market, whatever it is that you're doing, that is where you get those referrals. So you probably could get like one or two like lickety split right away, but really the fruit comes along down the road, and that's what this is. You focus on these 10 people. I get this concept already. It's a pretty freaking amazing thing when you stop and think about it. And so you get, these 10 people. You focus on talking with them, getting the relationship built up. Like it says here, you're going to get 1, maybe 2 out of the 10, which guess what? What did you have before you called those 10? You had 0. All right. Think about it like that. If you get 100 people and you get 10 to 20 out of those, that's called depth right there. And so this is a pretty awesome thing. I'm really glad that I got a hold of this. All right. I'm loving it. And so guess what Johnny's going to be doing soon. All right. Now, I tell you what, I'm going to take a break. I've been going at it for almost 30 minutes. I hope that you get something out of this. If not, that's fine. But either way, drop a comment down. This is Johnny Ray. Peace out. I'll catch you back in a bit.